please understand that, I'll wrap that question with just saying that my role is very significant from the perspective I have to be very careful what I say, because it has some long-term damaging impacts, potential, to our city. And our city, my city, our city, it's too important to me to just lightly give that away. Any other questions?
All right. Will you help us shut down the West Volusia Housing Authority? Hospital Authority.
I talked a little bit about that. I've been very critical lately of them. You haven't seen me on Facebook. If you ever see me on message Facebook, folks, give me a couple days, because I'm not a Facebook junkie. I don't know do it every now. I'm not saying that's a bad thing for anybody, right? I'm busy, so I'll probably look at Facebook maybe once a week. Eric tries to stay a little bit more on top of me. He's like, hey, this person sent a message. We had a young man send us a message like on a Friday night, and then Saturday morning he's already saying hello. Jesus, it's like I'm right there, alerts. But the West Volusia Hospital Authority, the two others are doing a fabulous job, folks. And what I went and spoke publicly in front of the West Volusia, and I said, why don't you guys find out how they're making it happen? Because they're still taking care of indigent care on the east side, right? And their tax rate has been going down. So there's something wrong. Forget about ego. Throw that out the window. Let's find out what works for them. I met with the CEO of the hospital that's coming up over here, Jeff Fiesel. He and I talk often. I applaud the man. He took some strong courage to build that building there in Deltona. He knew he was going to take heat as the CEO. And I can't tip my hat too much because there's things in negotiation. That hospital is going to be a really big deal for Deltona, folks. There's more to come as it pertains to that. I know this is legal battle. You may have read in the paper where I called out Nancy Epps from the east side, because she's the one that's been delaying this issue and causing all of this millions of dollars in lawsuits against the Halifax Authority. She tries to make it look like she's the face of the lawsuit. There's been over $1 million spent on both sides. Nancy Epps, and I said this in the paper, ain't spending $1 million to fight Halifax of her own money. What's happening, and I said this in the paper also, there's a hospital war going on. And I get angry with them because I know the other side. The real culprits, and I told them, I see them in Tallahassee all the time, the real culprits of that battle is HCA, which is the Sanford Hospital. The Sanford Hospital is the one, their entity, their corporate entity is the one that's causing all the friction for this hospital here. And I've asked them, drop the suit, because we're going to keep this hospital here no matter what. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that this hospital stays. I called the entire delegation when all that. We're neck deep in that. But the hospital authority needs to be reformed. I have, I laugh because I haven't said this publicly yet. But we are in the process of considering changing their charter. I think there's a different word for it. Enabling legislation. Thank you. We're in the process of considering changing their enabling legislation to trim their wings a little bit, because they're flying a little too high. So we want to bring them back to that 10,000 feet. Not that there's a role to play to take care of others, right? But the payer mix has changed drastically. The way hospitals make money has changed drastically. So it can be done. So I love the opportunity to meet with you and talk to you more about it. So I don't know if we're ready to close it, but we certainly can reform it strongly so that the tax rolls start to go down. Then we look and see where it is in the future. Right. Long answer, sorry.
And final question. How can residents support you when there's evidence that you lied to law enforcement regarding an incident with Patty Gibson while she was exercising her constitutional rights at the center owned by Deltona City?
Oh, I'm glad that question got asked. First of all, I'm going to be blunt as I can be, but for being respectful. The facts. I never spoke to law enforcement. Never had the opportunity to talk to them about that incident. What happened that day was a statement that I wrote, not an affidavit. Again, people that make all kinds of accusations say I signed an affidavit. Never was an affidavit. It was a piece of paper where I wrote what I seen and what I was told by other guests that day. All right? So I'll briefly go through the scenario. I've never met Pat Gibson before. So that day was one of the many days that I volunteered here, sometimes up to midnight, with my grandson. So I got to give him a little shout out, Matthew, setting up tables and doing different things for several hours of volunteering we did here, because I love my city. And certainly, it helped the fact that my wife was here late, so I was either going to be here or at home alone, right? So I volunteered quite a bit here. And so that day was Mother's Day brunch, I believe is what it was. And I was volunteering, carrying coffee mugs and running back and forth and whatever we needed, kind of sort of back and forth. And I seen this lady who I never met before. Okay? And then I'm standing over there and I see, hey, what's this all about? I'm not afraid of confrontation. So she was sitting next to Tom Burbank at the time. Well, I know Tom Burbank, so I'm like, hey, great, she's sitting next to a friend of mine who I know. So I went up to the table and said, hey, Tom, how are you? Good morning. And they said, oh, this is Pat. And I said, hey, happy Mother's Day. I don't know if she was mother, but I said, happy Mother's Day. This is polite, right? And I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, I see the video, what's going on? And then Tom starts explaining, yeah, she has some concerns. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she started talking about licensed contractors, I think is what it was. She goes, oh, this city is, I'm trying to be dramatic, I shouldn't be, I'm sorry, I started talking, but this city is rabid with unlicensed contractors doing this and this and that. We need to stop it. I'm like, you know what, I acknowledge that's a problem. But I also told her that's not only just a problem for Deltona. Don't think that that problem is unique to Deltona, that Deltona is allowing this behavior more than any other city. Because as being in the state, I hear from things that happen everywhere across the state. That is a huge problem throughout the state and not only the country. And we have processes in place, right, to try to crack down. And maybe we could do a better job, right, to crack down on licensing. She was very passionate about this cause. And my next words were, hey, why don't we have a meeting? I'll show you my text message, and Eric might still have it on that same day. Because facts are important, folks. I always ask you got an issue, call me. I have no secrets. I'll show you the text message. I said, why don't we have a meeting with me and you? Let's meet in my office and kind of diffuse this today. And let's talk about it. I'll hear whatever grievances you have. And if anything that I can do, I'll be happy to help because it is a problem. And she said, yes. I'm like, great. So I'm like, I think right there. Sunday, I bother Eric all hours of the day sometimes when I think of something. I send him a text. Boom. Got it? He replied, okay. I think he replied pretty quick that time. One of the few times he replies quick. And conversation done. Great. We'll see you soon. Eric will call you on Monday. We'll set up a meeting to meet. I'm done. I'm going back to walking with coffee cans and picking up plates and whatever it is. So probably about 20 or 30 minutes later, I'm walking down this hallway, which you may have seen in the video, right? If you've seen it. And I see her. So I walk out the door. Hey, what's up? And I think she asked me for some licenses. And I'm like, I don't know, Pat. I'm just volunteering. I don't know nothing about licenses. Right? So and then I walked away. What you don't see in the video is another interaction where I think I was going to the restroom. And what you don't see in the video also, during my time inside the ballroom, people know who I am. I had multiple people come up to me and express concern. What is going on? What is that lady doing? That's what they say. I'm like, I don't know. She wants a video. And they said, I don't like this. I came here to enjoy Mother's Day. I don't feel comfortable, whatever. So I had unrelated folks express those concerns to me. I can't do nothing about it. I may be the state, but I can't tell the city what to do, right? So I'm like, I can't do anything about it. So later on, I'm going to the restroom, and I see Pat again, with the video, and she comes up to me and asking me again about the license. I'm going to the restroom, and I said, she goes, and I'm like, I don't know nothing about licenses. I'm a volunteer here. I can't do nothing more at that point, right? And so I seen what I thought was unreasonable behavior. Folks, that's my opinion. You can disagree with me. I think you have a right to ask for any record that is not subject to exemption of public records. I think you really should be treated in that way. My operations are different. I don't agree. Well, they're probably turning off lights. They're letting me know. But this is an important story. Right? Tell the city to give us 2 more minutes. Or 3 more. So at that point, I said, there's nothing I can do. And I went to the restroom. And that was the end for me. Up until I seen some of the folks. Now, I know some folks have made accusations that I called for trespass. Let me get into a secret. I don't have that authority. I have no authority over this building. 0. think I'm a state representative and I have the authority? I don't. I just don't have the authority. I was asked to give a statement of what I've seen and what happened during that time that I was somewhat a part of it. That is it. That is the end of David's story in this drama that's playing out, right? And that, my words to God's ears as a witness as to my participation. I'm sad, you know, I'm human, right? And you kind of see that, you're like, that's not what happened, right? But when you engage, one thing as an elected official, and many of us who are successful, you'll learn, when you engage in that arena of what's called the social world, you never win. You never win. That is my biggest advice I can give you. What I encourage you to do is get engaged with the individuals that have the concern.
Could I ask a follow-up question on that? So, are you in agreement that the city of Deltona, no public official should use the law enforcement to shut up their critics?
Well, of course. Of course. I wasn't engaged in the decision to make that. Of course not. Listen, my approach would be completely different. I've had conversations with my staff because I know tensions are high. I've told them, listen, anybody comes to our office, Eric knows. You don't want a record? Roll up the drawer. What do you want to see? We got absolutely nothing to hide. That's my approach. And I have said to some of the city commissioners that should be the approach to our city. Why should it be difficult? And I've said this, so it's not a secret. Why should it be difficult for someone to get a record? I think the approach should be, you roll out the red carpet. What do you need? What was it? 10 pages is your money anyway. You're a constituent. Don't worry about the 10 cents per page. I think that's silly, right? That's how I would approach it. And certainly, no, I would not advocate to trespass anybody or do any of that. Or, law enforcement has their role. I operated under the assumption when I heard what happened that maybe they did, this law enforcement crossed their T's or dotted their I's, but I don't know. I wasn't in conversations with them. So folks, if you were hearing about that story, that's what happened as far as my involvement. I'm saddened that it happened because it put a little bit of a cloud on our city, right? And hopefully we move forward from it. So, you got one more?
I want to follow up with this question. All right. So you talked about the public record request, all right? So you do know that there is a huge problem here in Deltona when it comes to public record requests. You know that, right?
I don't like the current process, yes.
Okay. I mean, for a simple half-hour, an hour thing, people are being charged hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We are a city of the median income of $39,000 to $42,000. $200 is a lot of money. I'm one of them. All right. So how is? I mean, and we even have our own sitting vice mayor talk to the county legislators and said, how can we make it harder to prevent the scammers from scamming? All right. So how are you going to help us citizens to revamp that whole process as far as public record requests? Because I'm agreeing with you. It's yours. It's yours. We've already paid the money in taxes to have this done.
I got the question. I get it. First of all, it wouldn't be my approach. And we currently have statutes in place. And I watched a couple of videos, and some people referenced some statutes, and they were right. Custodian of public records, there's requirements. So there are laws in place already for it to protect the public for public records. And I'll tell you, as a state legislature, we take it very sensitive of what we allow as an exemption. Those are in some cases, very intense debates on what we allow as a public record exemption. So we are very supportive, and I am supportive of open records. So I'm on board there. The other thing is, what do? One of our adversaries said elections have consequences, right? Right? That's what Obama said. I'm not trying to leave on Obama, right? But he said elections have consequences.
Put 2 zeros on that.
Yeah, right, yeah. But, folks, that's what elections for. You don't like the people that are following or their behavior. Get your candidate up there, right? And get them out. I want to leave on a positive though. I don't want to leave on that. I hope I cleared the air in there. That's been a little bit heavy in my heart because I love my city. I really do. But you guys have done a great job. And hats off to you. We have a Deltona Republican Club. I never, I'll be honest with you, I never thought about it, right? But thank you for that. Thank you for everybody to be here. Let's win some elections. Let's change this hospital authority. Let's change the policies that we feel that are more conservative and certainly are going to move our city forward in our county and state. And I look forward to what we do going forward. I'm excited about the potentials we have here. I think this blue wave is a joke. I thought I was going to have it easy. It was my last term in the legislature. I'm like, nobody's going to challenge me, right? They're not going to do it. I'll be over out of here, I'll be honest. And I'm like, Jesus, I had 3 people file against me. I'm like, they don't even want to give me a break. So I have 2 Dems that are having their primary. The independent didn't qualify. But our blood is flowing. We're ready. We're out there. You're going to start seeing our signs popping up. So I'm encouraged. Anything, advice I can give to anybody, certainly my door is open. We are a very engaged office. So I represent Florida in a number of different committees, and I travel the country quite a bit from time to time in representing Florida. And Florida's on the map, folks. We're a red state. They're trying to make it reddish purple, right? And they're trying to make it blue. But Florida is well respected. I'll tell you, I'm a little guy, but when I go to some of these state meetings, I'm like, I'm from Florida. We know how to do it in Florida, right? And when I hear these guys from Illinois and all these other places, I'm like, you need to be quiet. You're bankrupt, right? California, you guys just spend money. I'm from Florida. Right? So it's a good thing. What's happening here in our leadership here, we don't have it perfect, folks. But in this grand world of crazy politics and very difficult times, Florida is getting it right. I'm really glad to be a part of it. And thanks for coming in tonight, folks. Sorry for so long with
Thank you, Representative Santiago, for coming tonight. I know you're very busy and everything. It's up to us, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to us to change the faces that are seated right there in that commission. I remember one summer, and I want to conclude the meeting, but asked for some public records requests, and when you find out that the mayor was spending money on vodka, on Grey Goose, on the other side of in Lake Mary, things do happen, but it's up to us to change the faces of that commission. And I encourage you to get involved and vote them out and vote these conservative in. At this time, I'm going to have Mr. Kurt Sniffen give the announcements. Do you have any announcements today? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Republican voter guide outside, so if you don't have it, please take one with you. We printed about 10. We also have information about the August 6th meeting, also printed outside. We have yard signs outside as well, so whatever you need, please stop by the table, okay? Thank you.
And then we also have that meeting tomorrow here, the water meeting with the representative.
Also, I'm going to go ahead and say our next meeting is a very important meeting. So if you have friends, families who want to learn about the candidates that are running locally as far as within the city of Deltona, every candidate will be here as part of the Republican Club or a Republican candidates, is what I just said. So if you really want to find out more about them, have them come out. I will be there. Mr. King will be there. Santiago, and I believe the other 2 are also scheduled to be here as well. So please come out, invite your friends. It's going to be a huge meeting. I would actually like to be able to open up that room at the next meeting. So
We'll talk about it. Next board meeting. All right. Well, again, thank you for coming out tonight. And seeing that we have no further business, I would like to ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion made by Santiago Avila. Give me one more second before we do the second here. We're going to go ahead and put these flyers. If you can please stand here at the door because we're in the middle of a motion. Okay. I need a second, please. Second by Kurt Sniffen. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, so the meeting is adjourned.